All right, welcome everyone to the IPBA Season 12 D League Draft Podcast. Last week we went over the main league drafts, and this week we're going to do the D League drafts. We have 16 more teams to look at and rate. This time I'm joined by Omega and also Josh.
Yo.
Hello.
Okay, and yeah, we're just going to go in the order of the doc, like last week. And we will start with chess.
Chess's draft is just like JJ's.
It is just like JJ's. Alright, he's self-muted.
Okay.
So chess's draft is the same. 11 out of the same.
It's 9 out of 11 mons.
Yeah, 9 out of 11 mons are the same. He instead of Magneton, he has Rotom Mow, and instead of Sneasel, he has Honchkrow.
Yeah.
Sneasel was really nice.
That's the main problem.
Yeah.
I
can see. He definitely didn't need to get Rotom or Magneton, but I definitely think he should have kept the Sneasel. I don't know if it was probably already taken.
Sneasel gives him a good speed tier that threatens with webs what Landero and Mega Charizard.
To be fair, he already has the 115 speed tier in Starmie, so he's not really losing out on that much speed. But the offensive fast mon is nice to have.
Yeah, Sneasel's good. Yeah, Honchkrow's just like, it's just like not comparable, like in terms of just like I really like Honchkrow's like a weird mon. Like it can be good in like certain matchups because it hits.
It can get like surprise sweeps with Moxie. It's actually really good with Moxie.
Yeah, and it hits very hard, but Sneasel's a lot more effective for like just cleaning things because it's actually decently strong. It's nowhere near as good as Weavile, but it's still very fast and it's still like a good.
So I still have the same problems that I had with JJ's team. It's got a Bolt Beam weakness, especially an Ice weakness.
Physical Fire weakness.
Like just Ice and Electric really destroy this team.
Yeah, and Physical Fires as well.
An offensive team like this.
Yeah.
It's just too offensive.
He's also a little bit fire weak with this team. Like it's really bad because Skarmory, has electric and fire weaknesses, and he doesn't cover it really well at all.
Yeah, he's saying we might just lose if he plays any with an Infernape.
Yeah.
Or like a Darmanitan or something like that.
Like anything.
Yeah,
and then
Fires, obviously Blissey can just eat stuff, but
it's weak to Volt Switch too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do still like that. I do still like the Power Core with like Lando I and like Zard Y and Breloom and stuff.
No Sneasel, though.
But yeah, no Sneasel. He could use a fast physical attacker for sure.
Yeah, like Sneasel or Weavile.
Sneasel threatened all those dragons that click Dragon Dancer, Scarfed to outspeed Charizard Y and Lando I. It's unfortunate that he doesn't have it.
Like my thing with your whole idea of the Power Core is I understand Lando I and Megazord Y is like really good, but you could really pair any sort of offensive mon with Lando I.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
That good.
It's just he does have good power. And Haxorus too. Like he's got good physical power, good special power, and he's got a mixed power. So yeah, I do like the power. And I do like it with webs. I think webs helps this team a lot. So I like that.
Yeah.
Same thing as JJ. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just ice weakness, fire weakness, electric weakness. And
it's just worse JJ's team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for JJ's team, but worse basically. Yeah.
Yeah, so I give it a 7 out of 10.
I gave it a 6.5.
I gave it a 7.
Okay. Cool. Well, yeah, there's not much to talk about there because it's the same as JJ's. Okay, we're moving on to Hale's team. And this team is so fun. Okay, so here's the story with this team. He drafted a Gliscor, right, which is a great mon, but it's got this ice weakness that you really, really want to protect. And look at his ice switch-ins. They are non-existent. You need an ice switch-in with Gliscor.
He has Torkoal as his ice switch. Also, okay, I don't know if
his only ice resists are in his 9th and 10th round and a Magneton and Torkoal. Those are not ice switch-ins.
Yeah.
Terrible. You need to get a good defensive, like a bulky water or something that can switch into ice types with Gliscor.
Milotic's still on the table.
That's just like draft 101 is like a good defensive mon with a 4x weakness. You need to get an ice switch in.
Yeah.
And And yeah.
Also, Kyurem Black is just since he didn't Z it, I don't think it's a round 1 Pokemon in my opinion. And then it's like didn't really get it well.
Wait, is Scolipede and Dhelmise? I don't think Scolipede and Dhelmise are Z-Mons.
They are. They are.
What? Has he put this in the chart? Because I can't see. Oh, he has. Oh, he actually has. Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying. So like their wall breaking power on Kyurem is really scary with a Z move, but it's without a Z move.
Yeah, Z's are Scolipede
like
and
3
Dhelmise.
attacks and it's like predictable. But
no, it's still no. I disagree there. Kyurem's wall breaking even without Z move is ridiculous.
It's still really nice to have Z because you can use
even a Dragon Claw, not even an Outrage, coming off that base 170 attack is doing damage. Like gets Iron Head, Fusion Mod as well. It's not that predictable, really. It can even run Draco, even though you don't see it that much. Like obviously, there are counters, but it just hits so hard, and with Terravolt as well.
Anyway, also his only cleric is Mega Gardevoir.
Yeah.
I do like the Magneton pairing with Kyurem Black.
Yeah, I do as well.
I think his speed is really condensed.
Yeah, his speed is condensed, and it's not good. And like I think he thought, I think it looks like he like thought that he could speed pass with Scolipede, like based off of his team. But you definitely can't speed pass with Scolipede. So yeah, his speed is really problematic.
Only over 100.
Yeah.
His special offense is literally Mega Gardevoir, and that's it. And Magneton, but other than that, everything else is physical.
And yeah, he's got 3 base 95 Mons and then 2 base 70 Mons. Like Omega was saying, his speed is condensed and it's just not high at all. Like Scolipede
and then at the end,
thing.
he's just stuck on Torkoal and Victory Bell.
I know.
Is a bit weird.
Yeah.
And he's got 3 poison types.
Also gives him a really big fire weakness.
Yeah, he's got like 3 poison types, which is very weird. Yeah, fire weakness, and then just the biggest ice weakness ever. Biggest ice weakness ever.
Massive fire weakness. It's really just a really
the multiple typings on the team, and then the speed is so slow without trick. It doesn't even have trick.
Yeah.
Or sticky web or anything. It's just a slow team.
Yeah, it's just a really weird team.
Yeah, I don't see the synergy at all. There's honestly not a whole lot I like about this team.
I see is Magneton is pretty good with Kyurem.
Yeah, Kyurem, my god, is an okay offensive core.
Yeah.
But
I like Magneton trapping the steals for Kyurem and Mega Guard to do stuff.
Yeah, but there's just some like random picks like Gastrodon.
Yeah.
Just not.
Those are the positives for his team.
Yeah. There's not a lot going for him.
And he's got good removal too, but like.
Yeah. Well. I don't like Gliscor's removal because it suffers from 4 move syndrome.
Yeah, but he's also got Dhelmise.
Dhelmise is very good. And
too bad both of those are Ice Weak.
I don't know how good Torkoal is, but
too bad both of those are Ice Weak. So.
Yeah. But yeah, I just think all you need to do to play this team is to get like a base 100 and then like spec it into Ice Beam or something, and you literally just 6-0.
Yeah, like if he plays like a Vanillux.
Yeah. Or anything. I mean, it's just, I think, and then he just didn't draft well around Kyurem Black.
Yeah.
With the speed.
Bit like Jeff, he hasn't really supported Kyurem Black.
Yeah. So
Jeff actually had a better team around it. This is just a really random team.
Yeah. So I gave it a 4.5. I just think it's really fundamentally flawed.
I gave it a 5.
I gave it a 5.5.
Okay.
I think. Actually, no. I gave it a 4.5. Yeah, I have it as my worst team.
Yeah, I have it as my worst team. Okay. Now we're getting into some better teams. So we have Volume's team, which is pretty polarized. Okay. So the Mons are decent, but he only has 1 rocker, and it's Lycanroc Dusk, which isn't a good rocker at all.
Yeah, that's very.
That's a
very
big problem.
It's really sad because
he started really well.
That's a major weakness in my opinion.
Yeah,
I also picks I was a big fan of, and then he just kind of like just went off. Like Blacephalon, did he really need it? Then like Swirl.
Yeah, I don't like his wall core either. Like, yeah, he could have drafted some more defense, definitely. Like he doesn't really even have a wall core. It's like Finny.
What's
and then like Roserade kind of.
What are these? Blacephalon and Lincoln Rock does.
It's
Like Hitmonchan's really bad as well.
I know. I
don't
get that.
Hitmonchan and Spiritomb shouldn't be on the team, and he should probably draft Scrafty. And like another
I don't know why he got Lopunny. I feel like he's memeing there, but
well, Lopunny is just like Scarf Healing Wish, but
yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I kind of like that Healing Wish support.
But
yeah.
Yeah, and then he's also got a Bolt Beam weakness. Like his only good ice resist for Zygarde is Tapu Fini, which really sucks.
On Scissor.
No, Scissor's not an ice resist. Is it?
Oh yeah, I'm being it's still resist ice.
It's good.
Yeah, but isn't Bug weak to ice?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know my type charts. Yeah, but needs a better ice resist.
But
and just Bolt Beam weak.
85 Scissor.
The Stealth Rock is the biggest weakness on the team.
Yeah, the hazards. Jesus, he does need to change that. You can definitely fix it. Like as you said,
you definitely fix it.
Spiritomb and Hitmonchan for like 2 rockers and like
Spiritomb and Hitmonchan don't seem like. I said to Ben if he dropped Spiritomb and Hitmonchan and got Scrafty and a rocker, then it would go up in my a lot.
Like I understand Blacephalon is like a mon that's useful because obviously it hits so hard. And it's like a beast boost as well, but I don't really get it on this team.
Yeah, he's also got a little bit of a rock weakness with Swellow, Blacephalon, and Thunderkey.
Yeah, and Thundy.
Like Tapu Fini is gonna be really pressured to defog, and also as it's Scissor. Yeah, but you're not running defog on Scissor a lot of weeks. I think. I mean, I don't think you should run defog on Scissor a lot of weeks.
I think you can, but like
I think you definitely.
You don't want to. I mean, it's pretty much impossible to run defog Scissor with setup. I've used Mega Scissor before. It's like it's good, but you don't want to force it to defog. And yeah, his defense is just really spotty. You could really use some better defense. But yeah, the offense is good.
There's a lot of offensive throughout.
He has good like offensive cores.
Yeah. I do think he should receive the Zygarde as well.
What did he see? The Thunder?
Blacephalon and Lycanroc Dust.
Lincoln Rock.
Yeah. Yeah, I gave it a 7.5.
I don't like Zygarde without Z personally, because I just don't think it hits hard enough.
I don't like Zygarde with Z, but that's a difference of opinion.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah.
I gave it a 6.
6.5?
Yep.
Okay.
I gave it a 6, and if he made the changes I said, then he would be above a 9.
Above a 9?
I still think he needs defense. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I agree with Ben.
Like, he still needs defense.
Above a 9.
And, like, the Bolt Beam weakness is real. I mean, I know. Yeah. And actually, I found a lot of ice weaknesses with all the minor stress, so I'm going to probably be saying that a lot. But, like, a lot of teams are ice weak.
We'll go back to the topical.
It depends on what changes
line.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Moving on to Evan's team. This is a nice team.
I'm a big fan of this team.
So he had like in terms of just offensive Pokemon, he's got a speed gap between 110 and 80. If you look at just offensive Pokemon.
No. Oh yeah, just offensive Pokemon. Yeah.
So yeah, I think he could use a little bit more speed on this team. And he's got like really, really nice hazards, but then he only gets defog. I don't get that. When you have really nice hazards, you should get a good spinner. But that's kind of more of a minor thing, I guess, because he does have good hazards and his defoggers are nice.
I think it's an nitpick.
Yeah, Ferrothorn Slowbro is a really nice core. I really like that.
Yeah, his defensive core is super nice, and all of his typings are covered really well. I couldn't find a single like typing weakness on his team.
Yeah, I think he's Mammoth and Ember are 2 of the best wall breakers you can get, and I think they support Mega Latios for like late game sweeps and stuff really well. Like, I think he's built around Mega Latios really well, and then like he's drafted Mandibuzz as well, which is also like I like Mandibuzz for like slow U-turns, and it's just really good mon in general.
It's unfortunate that he doesn't have a lot of setup on the team.
No setup. Well, he's got Latios, and that's basically it.
Yeah, only Latios. But yeah, I think he could use like one more offensive Pokemon too. He only has like 4 offensive Pokemon.
Yeah, maybe I feel
Like one
I get-
fast thing too.
I get the Palossand, but then again I don't get the Palossand because I don't really think he needs the hazards. So I think he could probably drop that and maybe get
some
some
offense.
sort of
Some fast offense if it exists. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, even the Miltank.
Maybe he could like I like
He does have the
like the Ember as well, but maybe if he got like an Entei and the Bean Shout as like replacing 2 of the Mons, that might help as well. But I do like the team. I like it a lot. That core is really good.
He also has a Trick Room option.
Yeah, his defense is just super solid. I just question that he's gonna be able to break through.
Yeah.
Because he pretty much only. Well, no, he has good wall breakers, I guess, but it's just limited.
Oh, I'm on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zeton too as well. Probably the best.
I think this is the only team with like a legit Trick Room option too.
Yeah.
Might be.
Well, what's he gonna Trick Room like into? What Trick? I mean, he's got
Ember
and Slowbro.
Diancie, yeah. Slowbro. Yeah.
Yeah, but Diancie. Yeah, obviously Slowbro and Diancie are gonna set up the Trick Room, but like, he's not real. Other than Ember, it's like really only Ember that's slow and like hits really hard.
And honestly, a lot of his walls are kind of fast. Like Mandibuzz, Miltank, Coolfish is fast.
Coolfish isn't slow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not reliant on it. It's just an option.
Also, Zeton T is the best Z mover. Don't at me.
I love me some Tornty.
Alright.
Brilliant one.
Yeah, I just think the offense is lacking a little bit. I gave it an 8.
This is my second favorite team. I gave it an 8.5.
I gave it an 8.
I don't know. I'm honestly thinking about moving it up to an 8.5. There's not a lot of issues here.
Okay.
Alright, moving on to mainly Soap.
Mainly Soap.
Manly Soap.
Oh, kill him. Someone just kill him.
Okay, so this is the first team. Huh? So I think this is the first team
I've fucking podcast, you whore. Shut the fuck up.
So I think
Thanks for the interruption.
This is the only team I've ever seen that actually has 0 power, legitimately 0. But
have you someone, Elliot, can you mute him, please?
But he does a really good setup. Like he does. Like he's got a lot of setup options, so I'm not sure the no power is gonna like hurt him a lot, but it's definitely like a problem.
It gives him a free turn. I mean, teams can prep around that, like, oh, my mons are gonna live in a certain way unless I give him a free turn.
Yeah. But my main problem with this team is if you look at the rockers, Gligon, Infinite, and Necrozma, you're not gonna run rocks on Infinite. You don't really want to run rocks on Necrozma a lot because it's better offensively, and Gligar isn't that reliable.
Gligar's a good rocker.
Gligar's not. Yeah, but it's not.
But
no,
you're not bringing it every week.
Yeah, it's not a reliable rocker every week. It's not like a Ferrothorn or like a Gliscor that you can bring every week and just put rocks up with it. It's a pretty good low tier rocker, but it's not that reliable.
Yeah, I can see that. What else do I have on him?
Also, Infinite without Z moves. I get you onto Z Manaphy, but I prefer Z Infinite.
Yeah, and his speed also isn't the best.
Infernape has a billion sets anyway.
Like yeah, just
Infinite. Thanks, Elliot. Yeah. Also, I don't really get Magnezone on this team. Like, I guess it helps out the Necrozma with Steel types, but I don't think like any of his offensive ones really struggle with Steel types.
I think that would have made sense if he Z'd Necrozma if he did that though.
Yeah. It's kind of. I think it's kind of just there.
Well, it kind of makes sense though if he's facing bulky steals, because again he's lacking power.
Yeah.
But, so I don't know.
Magnezone power actually.
No, not quite.
I think it's like okay. It's not.
Is analytic magnezone not power?
Oh, it might be, but that's like it's borderline.
Then it's not trapping steals.
He's also yeah. Exactly.
I do like Neuven on this team. I like Neuven.
Yeah,
he
definitely needed the speed. Yeah, he needed like with a team with not that much power, you also would have wanted more speed. He doesn't have really that great of speed, especially because Alolan Persian isn't an offensive mon.
He has a lot of nice Volt Turn though as well. He has Infinite.
Yeah, he's got Volt Turn. He's
Magnezone, Gligar, Comfey, Neuven, Kamala, and
yeah, I think it's pretty threatening just because he's got a lot of pivots. He's got the Alolan Persian, so he can set up. Give his team a lot of chances to set up. And he also does have a slight ice weakness, especially before Mega Venusaur evolves.
Yeah.
Definitely an ice weakness.
It'd probably be a lot of pressure on Manaphy, Mega Venusaur, Magnezone for that. I like this team a lot.
I think it's solid.
Also, there's also quite a big ground weakness if it's like a special ground type with HPIs maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can see it.
But Gligar can deal with them mostly, and then Venusaur's obviously really
like a
bulky.
special Lando or something.
Yeah, something like that, like a Landorus or.
Oh yeah, Lando would run through this team.
Yeah, but Lando runs through most teams, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I gave it a 7.5. I think it's solid. The setup is really nice. But yeah, I could use some more speed and power.
Yeah, I gave it a 7.5 as well.
Give it a 7.
Okay. Moving on to Oro's team. I'll unmute
Hopefully
Oro.
Winston doesn't join.
I've local muted Winston. It's not a problem.
Okay.
I did.
Come on, unmute Oro. So
I did. So I mean, Oro's team is nice. So let's see. Let me look at this.
So my first thing about this team is like I really like the offense. Like Mega Diancie Hydreigon's really good. Then I like Diggersby.
I agree.
But then again, I don't like his hazards as well. The hazards, like Mega Diancie's a good rocker, but sometimes it needs the extra coverage. And then Metagross is also one of those things you're not going to bring every week.
Yeah, I could definitely use another rocker.
Yeah, and then hazard control is.
Hazard control is a problem. Like running Defog on Zapdos every week kind of sucks. You want to have other Defog options.
I mean, you could stick Defog or maybe a Scarf Hydreigon, but Hootoots, let's be honest, is never coming.
No, Hootoots not on.
Vivian is never using Defog.
And also, he has 2 points left. He should just drop Hoot and get a 3-point mon. Like, there's good 3-point mons. I don't understand. Yeah, get a rocker or get like a Bolt Beam resist or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he is a little bit Bolt Beam weak as well. I mean, that's the case with a lot of teams, but it's still a problem nonetheless.
Once again, I see the Salazzle and the Zapdos combo. I love that combo.
Yeah,
I like Salazzle. I like Salazzle.
And he's got Suicune too. He's got 2 pressure mons with the Salazzle Toxic.
I like Salazzle. Well, yeah, I guess. I think it's. It could be better. Like it could be better fitted on other teams because this team isn't super defensive. But yeah, Salazzle's nice. His high speed is only Salazzle as well. It's only 117, which isn't great.
Something I do notice though is that if you some sort of strong fighting type just kind of runs through this, like other than Zapdos and then Mismagius, which is base 60 defense, so it's not really taking any sort of other hit.
I mean, Chestnut might be able to do something.
Yeah, but like the fighting weakness is definitely there. But I think Zapdos is very effective to cover it up because it's really good. But then I feel like
Chestnut's pretty good too.
What, to cover fighting weakness?
Doesn't he only have?
He can take a lot of fighting hits.
He only has 2 fighting weak mons though, right?
Yeah, but he only has.
He's got Zapdos and he's got a Mismatch. I think it's not an issue. He's even got Pavilion technically.
Is a real resist.
Yeah, but I mean, Hydreigon. I mean, his 2 fighting weaknesses are offensive.
Yeah, obviously they're both really bulky, but they're not fighting resist, and they're still taking damage, like quite a lot of damage from this.
I don't think it's too much of an issue.
Like something like a Conkelder or a Mean Shell can do a lot to this team.
And the only other thing I was gonna say, he's got a slight Scald weakness too.
Other than Suicune.
Suicune, maybe Hydreigon, but yeah.
I feel like he's going to be forced to bring Suicune's Zapdos every week because.
Well, yeah, naturally.
There's going to be so much pressure on Zapdos, and it's not really going to be run offensively, or like not offensively, like offensively if you want to, or maybe like differently. You probably won't be able to fit all the necessary coverage you want on because you'll be forced to run Defog.
Yeah. Also, a better Cleric would be nice, especially with Suicune. Because like Vivillon isn't a Cleric, Mega Diancie, not really, and then Miss Magius maybe, but it's not coming most weeks, so could use a better Cleric. Definitely needs to drop Hoot Hoot for an actual Mon, like a 3-point Mon. That would improve his team a lot.
Why is he? I thought he was on mute.
He's not.
Just kill him. Okay. So yeah, I think that's basically said it all for that team.
Yeah, I gave it an 8. I think it's solid. Yeah, just the speed, the Bolt Beam, Cleric, and then the removal too. Like more minor problems, but I think it's solid.
I gave it an 8 as well. It's a good team.
If you dropped Hoot Hoot, it'd be an easy. If you dropped Hoot Hoot, it'd be easy 8.5 for me.
Elliot, can you please mute him?
Don't worry, he's welcome muted.
I'm gonna change my score to an 8.
Okay. Oh, I'll have to redo the averages then.
That's great.
Alright, moving on to Inversify.
This is an unusual, to say the least.
This is a really weird team. It's just like I think Heracross doesn't fit on it at all. It's just like when you want to draft Mega Heracross, you want either Webs support, you want either Trick Room support. He has none of that.
It's just like really weird.
Yeah, like, Heracross is a super weird fit on this team.
This just seems like Mons like randomly thrown together.
Heracross is an underrated Mega that you need to draft around for sure, but you're just throwing it on this team. It just doesn't work.
And his speed jumps from 100 to 75 as well. So it's just And he also has. It's just his speed tiers in general, just really bad. Like he has 3 base 60s. Like his his defense is really slow, and like I don't know, his speed tiers are just very clustered.
Something I really don't like is he didn't see Latios, and I don't know why. But Z Latios is really
he Z'd Zero Aura and Incineroar. I agree. Latios would be better than Incineroar or than
thing.
Yeah, he could have. Latios is definitely better
than
Z user than Zero.
Have all of his mons set up.
Okay.
Heracross has 4 week to flying.
Obviously, Clefable's just a free, and it's a great mon. I like Empoleon with Clefable because it just take off the it does take off the necessity for Clefable to run rocks.
He's also got like a fire and ground weakness. Like fire. Where's his switching? I don't know. Like, yeah, fire he doesn't have a switching at all, pretty much, because Latios isn't switching into physical fire type.
Yeah.
And then
fires are a problem.
And then ground too.
Stealth Rocks has hazards too. He could use some more hazards.
Yeah, other hazards besides Stealth Rocks.
Also, a lot of his special threat is it's literally just if it was Z Latios and that was it, like maybe it's fine, but it's not Z Latios. It's just regular Latios. Even though that's a really good special wall breaker, it's his only special threat.
Yeah, unless you're running special Zero Aura.
Which is
nothing. That's not that good. I agree.
Also, Staraptors. I feel like Staraptor on this team. Staraptor's good on a team that needs some sort of like wall breaker.
Yeah,
or
definitely.
Maybe like a really good Scarfer. But then he has Mega Heracross, which is also a really good wall breaker.
Yeah, it would have been better if like the Staraptor was like a Swallow or like just faster.
Yeah, Swallow. that is something I was thinking of. That would have been good.
Mhm.
It's a good U-turner with Zarora though. There's one thing.
Yeah, they're both good, but like obviously you don't. Rocks can easily be set up on this team, and you don't really want Soraptor you turning around in Rocks because obviously double Legend Brave Bird.
He has a lot of the same speed tiers too, and it jumps
Yeah,
from 100 to
exactly.
75.
The big speed
And I
jump,
don't
and
get
he's
the
got
Blade.
360s. So
I
like,
don't get why he drafted the Blade. It's probably just because he wanted
support.
Ghost.
he needed a. Oh no, he didn't need a spell type. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's probably because he wanted a Ghost, but it's not. He would have been better with a special Ghost. I think Miss Magius would have been better there, or like Miss Magius, or I forgot what it's called. It's one of the special Ghost lower tier. I'm trying to find it now.
Mischievous.
No.
Mischievous, no.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm being retarded.
Just the
Let me find it.
speed. Big fire weakness, also ground weakness, and yeah, he didn't support his mega at all. Only has rockers. But I mean, he's got some really good mons on this team.
No spikes, no trick room, no nothing.
Yeah, very limited support. But the mons overall are pretty decent.
Not that many screen users to set up either.
Yeah, maybe Kofag would be nice on this team, but I feel like it
was already taken. Yeah. I gave it a 7.
I think I gave it a 6.5.
I gave it a 7.
Alright. Moving on to Dork's team. I think this is a couple favorites. His offense is so nice. His speed is so nice. I love his speed.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, so okay, let me look. I think he could use better removal. And he does have 3 rocks weakness.
The biggest problem, personally.
Yeah, and like 3
because
rocks weaknesses.
Fortress is literally terrible, and Rotom's the only other thing.
You're not bringing that thing every week, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to bring either Rotom or Fortress, though, every single week.
And, like, with 3 Rocks weakness mons and 1 × 4 weakness mon, like, Dragonite needs multi-scale up to do anything, or else it's a subpar dragon. It's just really bad that
the Mega Gallade Weavile pairing's really good.
Yeah,
really like
yeah, with the Pursuit Trap.
Yeah, and then he's also got Z-Knight, which is, I feel like he supports that really well.
And then Z-Moltres, too, is a threat. The offense is just super nice.
Yeah, it's super scary. Obviously, the defense is very limited to Seismiter, Sylveon, Shaman, and Fortress and Moltres, but
I don't know. It's kind of it's okay though, cause like he's got a nice special wall with Sylveon, and then Fortress is a good physical wall. I actually think he's bringing Fortress probably like every week, which isn't like the worst
Fortress
thing.
Is really bad though.
With Custap area, it's not that bad.
Yeah, with Custap now, it's better, but it's still not good. I really like Seismiter on this team.
Yeah, his hazards are good. He's kind of got like the standard weaknesses. He's got like a bit of an Edgequake weakness, and then an Ice weakness as well. But that's not as big of a deal on an offensive team like this.
I think he's really susceptible to getting reverse swept.
Yeah, I agree. I was just about to say that.
Is the thing. If the Fortress goes down, then
especially
I feel
if
like
the Fortress goes down because the rocks will stay up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I do. Another thing about why I like Weavile on this team is if like he can't be reverse swept by dragons because just Ice Shard. Well, he can obviously, but like most dragons, most dragons struggle against it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if there's much more to say. It's just a really nice. Z-users. Yeah, Z-users, Dragonite and Moltres, really good.
Z-users the best 2 he could have chosen.
Yeah. But yeah, nice hazards. I just think Fortress is really pressured. That's like the main thing about his team. Because he's definitely going to need Rapid Spin over Defog. And Fortress is only viable physical wall as well, pretty much.
It's also his only viable ice resist, really.
He's bringing it every week, probably.
Yeah, but besides that, I gave it a 9. The offense is so scary.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this team.
I gave it an 8.5.
All right, moving on to Mr. Cowie's team. I'm biased on this
controversy
team, so
about
you
this
guys
team.
first. You guys talk first.
Okay, so I'll go first. Heatran Tapu Lulu Alolan Muck is really, really good.
Hell yeah, that's good.
It's so good. But then I feel like he goes a bit off the rails. I don't get why he drafted Rotom Heat. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't need the double fire. I guess he wanted the electric, but
At least it has levitate.
yeah.
Good.
But like, I get
Good
that,
book.
but like, I feel like the dual
I agree.
typing
It's not a great
like,
fit. He really likes Rotom Heat, like just from what I've seen.
Yeah.
So
It also kind of gives him quite a big rock weakness.
yeah, he's got a Rocks weakness and his only two. Well, I mean, he's only got 3 Rocks weak Mons, but his only removal is weak to Rocks, so he could definitely use either better
Yeah.
removal or remove a Rocks weakness.
I think
Yeah.
Buzzwole wasn't needed, and it should have just drafted Mienshao.
Yeah, me and Shao instead of Buzzwole.
Yeah, I can see that.
Made this
He
team
doesn't. I don't think.
million miles better. And then
Yeah.
I think he also could have like appreciated from because he got 2 poisons, but I think he could have appreciated from one of them having toxic spikes.
Yeah.
So like whistle things down for like Kyurem and Megazam and then
Yeah, his
stuff
Spiker's
like that.
only Ferroseed, which he won't.
Yeah, Ferroseed's terrible, and then his Rockers are only Tram
Dude,
and
Ferroseed is
Swampert.
actually not bad. Like, it was a lot of things. A lot of, like, offensive Mons.
Yeah, but it's also
You'd be
awful.
surprised.
It has 50 attack. It's literally the freest sub since.
Well,
Chansey.
Gyro Ball. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty free, I guess.
The thing is, a lot of his offense is his offensive threats are really slow or like pretty slow, and then there's Megazam. Like,
yeah, I
kind of
agree.
like-
he could use another
That's
offensive
why I
fast
think he
thing.
should have just drafted
Yeah,
Mienshao.
I think me and Shao would have been really like Floatzel's fast. Like Floatzel's fast, but it's kind of not great.
Yeah,
Well, it's
Floatzel's
like
is
it's-
only like Skull.
Yeah, Floatzel's
Yeah.
his only reliable Scald switching as well.
Well, Kyurem
Which is-
too. It's a nice Scald switching.
Yeah, Kyurem too.
Yeah, it's
but
not bad too.
You can run
Yeah.
Kyurem physical as well sometimes. You don't really want to do that.
That's true. And then yeah, he has 4 times weaknesses as well, which isn't always the best.
Yeah, it's a pro and
I
con.
think that's yeah. I think it's it can be
He
good
does
and then it can
switching
also be
for all
bad.
those 4 times weaknesses.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he has Bulu for the ground
Mhm.
weakness for the Heatran and the good grass switch-ins. And it is bad, but just pros and cons for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have a cleric. I don't think it's as big of a deal because he has, I think, 5 toxic immunities.
Yeah. He does.
But yeah, he could. It would be nice for Scald burns because he doesn't have great Scald switch-ins, like we said.
He has 4 toxic immunities, but the point of it
4?
is
He
Yeah.
has. Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, 4. Okay.
yeah. I do supported Megazam well with a lot of like strong offense around
Yeah,
it.
and he has
but
good
I just feel like he could have done with one fast offensive mon
Yeah.
like me and Shao, which he
Yeah, get me
100%
and Shao.
should pick up for Buzzball.
Give me Inshao, maybe upgrade like the Ferroseed or Floatzel, and he's good.
Yeah.
I'll tell him to do that.
It's my favorite team though.
This
Your
is
favorite
my-
team?
This is my third or fourth favorite team. I can't remember what it was. I think I gave it a 7.5.
I gave it a 9.
I gave it an 8.
Like, the synergy is
Actually, I think I
there.
gave it an 8. Yeah.
I think the synergy's there for sure. Just needs a couple things.
Yeah.
Are you giving it an 8?
Yeah, I'm gonna up it to an 8. No,
Okay.
I've looked at
I
it.
gotta redo these averages.
So,
Alright.
next draft.
Alright, moving on to Dave's draft. So
What does Carnivine do? I don't understand.
Yeah.
He has a
So-
Tangrowth.
yeah, he has a Tangrowth.
So this team is like a really, really weird team.
Yeah.
I don't
So,
think it
okay.
does anything.
He's got a huge ground and fire weakness.
Yeah, first off.
Like, okay, he has a really good switch into ground and Tangrowth, but other than that, he's so ground weak. And in fire weak as well. Yeah, and then Carnivine is literally Tangrowth. Like, it runs the exact same 4 moves, like Omega was saying. It's like, why is Carnivine there?
I like Ditto on this team.
Yeah, I do too.
I like Ditto to like reverse stall stuff, like reverse stall, reverse. If someone tried to set up on him.
Yeah, and he does have like a good setup with Veil, which is nice.
Yeah, Veil setup, but then again, he also he does.
I
have
don't think he
Veil
does.
plus
It's only
Volcarona
Volcarona
and
and then maybe you sometimes.
no,
Zygarde?
It
Zygarde
usually
tends.
just runs Bandit or usually like.
Yeah,
It can
I
run
think
DP though.
I also think the Hitmontop's kind of weird and redundant.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't think he does have the best setup.
I think Z Mew is ridiculous. It's unbelievably threatening.
Yeah, although that's his
But-
only Zmon, because his other Zs are Ditto and Carnivine, which aren't Zmons. So his only Z
Actually,
is Mew.
Ditto's surprisingly decent as a Zemo.
What?
What does it do?
What?
Because you can copy when you copy something you can like in
that's
transform into something you can
No.
use one of their Z's.
No.
Like, in situations it's really good, but other times it's kind of useless.
I would have to be proven wrong. I've never seen
Yeah.
it.
I
That
only did
sounds
it
good in
once.
theory.
Yeah, and then his speed, he's only got 109, 115 as his speed,
Yeah.
and then I think he has a jump. 100 to 7 or 70, I think. A
Yeah,
huge
and
speed
Hitmontop,
jump.
you're not running speed Hitmontop
Yeah,
as
so
well.
like, his speed is just not good at all.
He only has like arguably one wall breaker. Not
I
even.
feel like he could have. I feel
Yeah,
like it's
only
just,
one wall
it's just
breaker in
weird
Volcarona.
stall.
Rambo is here.
Thanks, Elliot. It's just weird stall. It's also got really big edge quake weakness.
It's like weird semi-stall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Z Mew and like Vulcan things that are threatening, honestly.
Yeah, that's the
Maybe
only
Zygarde
things.
sometimes.
Exactly. He only has one Power Mon in Volcarona.
But Zygarde doesn't hit that hard.
Oh, Zygarde 10, yeah. Zygarde's 10 nice,
Hi,
though. I think
Billy.
Zygarde 10's underrated. Yeah, let me see if there's anything else we missed. Yeah, I mean, his defense is nice, though. Besides the big fire and ground weaknesses.
Okay. Yeah. I gave it a 5.5.
Yeah, it's just not very threatening. I gave it a 5.
Who's he? Who's this Dave's team?
Dave?
Yeah, I gave it 5.5.
Give it a 6.
Okay.
Thanks, Elliot.
Okay, moving on
To
to
BB Balno.
Balno. This team is nice. He's
I
got the
think
Celestial and Mega Zardex core, which I almost drafted Zardex for that core. It's nice.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I don't like Megazord X as Mega,
But he
I
is
understand,
pretty-
I understand the point of it.
He is pretty electric weak before Mega Zardex evolves.
Yeah, he's massively electric.
Like
weak.
big electric weakness.
I like P2 and Terrakion.
I like those two, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he drafted Rain to protect Celestila's second weakness, which is pretty smart, but it also
But then he's
hinders
also
Charizard X.
counteracted that.
It's like counter-housing one, but really benefiting the other. I mean, so I'm kind of neutral on it, but I can understand what he was doing.
I also think that he should have got the other Rain setter in Politoed, because is literally a toilet.
Excuse
I mean, it has U-turn
Yeah, it has U-turn, yeah.
and defog. It's not bad. U-turn defog's pretty good.
He's
Yeah.
also he doesn't have a grounded poison. He's T-spike weak a little
Yeah,
bit.
he's very T-spike weak, yeah.
He is
Yeah.
super T-spike weak, yeah.
I thought that wasn't a problem though, Omega.
Well,
I had Feeny
Omega
and 3
has a
amazing
Finny.
defoggers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still think it's a problem on Omega's team.
Rotom,
But I think
Rotom
it's
is
more.
only like
He's-
really good
more of a
defogger.
This
problem
team
with
is
this team.
definitely more T-spike weak though,
Yeah, it's more T-spike weak.
especially if Zardex
He
evolves.
was trying to meme.
Oh yeah.
And then he could have better speed. Like his
There's
highest
a
speed
lot
is
of
only
pressure
Azel.
on P2.
Yeah,
he
I
needs to play
agree.
really carefully to make sure that thing doesn't get knocked off.
Yeah. Yeah, he is a little bit knockoff weak too.
Yeah,
Yeah, the only
but
thing
like
I can
he has
see is-
Z-Terac with it, yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
and
true.
Gramble, but
Yeah, Z-Track, Z-Gramble. Those are good switchings.
He also has no special
No,
power.
is he Z-Gramble? Yeah, he's
Yeah,
Z-Gramble.
no special power.
Hey, Ludicolo, bro.
No, Ludicolo is unpower.
Ludicolo in the rain.
I
It's pretty
guess.
good,
Okay,
but
I guess.
It's not like it's 90s base special.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I don't really get the rain. I think he wanted like speed, I guess, with the rain.
No, he wanted the rain for Celesteela. That's why.
That doesn't.
Yeah,
Why?
just
You could just
counteracted
thunder
Megazord.
Celesteela in the rain.
Yeah, I get that it counters Megazord X. I just think he may play around Celesteela a bit more this season. If he was thought process.
Yeah, but if he's playing around more on Celesteela, he's not Z'd it.
Megazord X is bad with or without Raven. So.
Disagree 100%. But
I don't like Megazord X, but I can see what it does. But if he's playing more around Celesteela, then why is he not Z'd it? Is my thing well.
That's true, but
because Terrakion's like it's better with Z's, but it's also good without Z's because without Z's it's either running basically Band Scarf or
I think
Orb.
you can argue the same about Celesteela. Maybe
Celesteela,
like the defense, but he's gonna run it more defensive because he only has one weakness essentially with the rain.
Yeah, but Celesteela like it's with the offensive sets without what's it called? Without Z's isn't. Well, there's not really that many. Like maybe he's not gonna run that Life Orb, is he? Like maybe Weakness Policy, something like that. He's probably not gonna run maybe Banded Heavy Slam.
The thing is, like he's so electric weak anyway. If he's got rain up, his opponent can just thunder him.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it even helps Celesteela because it just powers up thunders.
I do like the Elf though.
Well, I mean, it's got some good Pokemon.
Like a lot of Pokemon learn Thunder too.
P2 can take a lot of stuff.
And then
P2 is unbelievably bulky. P2 is the best.
If he didn't have the P2,
type.
then it would be more of a problem.
In fact, P2 is the best Eviolite user. Don't at me.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Chansey's terrible.
Yeah, only Cleric is Scramble.
Yeah.
And then.
Which is a little bit of a problem because Porygon 2 kind of wants to heal Belly.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and his speed is.
I've done the same as well.
Yeah, that's not the biggest problem.
Yeah, I kind of like this team, but then there's also got problems.
Yeah, I mean he's got threats.
He's got threats, but then again the synergy's not amazing.
Yeah, synergy's like half there, half not.
Yeah, I gave it an 8.
Did you give it?
I gave it
an 8.
Yeah.
I gave it an 8.5. It's my second.
I gave it a 7.5. I feel like you're both rating it very highly.
It's my third best team, and I gave it an 8.
I don't know. Celesteela Zardex is just so good.
It's just 0.5.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't like Zardex as a mon. I see what it does, but I feel
Zardex
like
is really good.
Rain is just counter synergy, and it ruins it. Not ruins it, makes it worse.
Yeah.
7.5.
I could see a 7.5. Okay. Moving on.
It's only 0.5 high. We only have 0.5 higher.
Yeah, I know.
Hat. On first glance, this team, Hat, was good. And then I looked deeper.
I agree.
Then I looked deeper and saw his Ice Resist with Typhlosion and Lucario. And
yes.
I also thought
big
this
ice
team was
weakness.
really good at first. However, then I looked deeper and saw like half of the most common offensive typings he's weak to.
Yeah, okay, so he's weak. This is his weaknesses. Ice, ground, dragon, flying.
Yeah.
How is it possible to have a dragon weakness? Like, he's so dragon weak.
Because he drafted 2 I don't get why. Like, I think he just saw Salamence was still there and just picked.
Well, I can defend that. I'm a big fan of 2 dragons, but it just depends on the team.
I'm not a big fan of 2 dragons when he has this ice weakness.
Well, yeah, I said that it depends on the team.
What I do like about his team though is that he has no stats on the page, so his opponents don't know the speeds.
He is lacking. Like, he's got some speed, but one of his fastest thing is Latias, which isn't threatening. Like, he needs, and like Sneasel wasn't very threatening either. He needs like a fast thing that's a threat.
And another thing is his only reliable rocker is Hippowdon.
He's got King.
It's not Nidoqueen though. Nidoqueen's a reliable rocker. I don't like Nidoking.
Mega with Stealth Rock's actually underrated in my opinion.
You know they can't hit you.
Not bad. Yeah.
Oh.
It is a set.
Yeah. Also, he's somehow got he's also somehow got a fairy weakness.
Yeah,
He's
fairy
weak to a
weakness.
lot of types.
Like a
Yeah.
It's not fairy weakness. What?
Well, Elliot, like Nidoking's not really reliable fairy switching.
What's a
Neither's
Venomoth?
Typhlosion. Neither Venomoth.
Yeah.
No.
What Venomoth defense? I can't tell
I'm
you what
Mega
Venomoth
Mole.
defenses are. Well, you want to switch in your best mon to take hits, Elliot?
Yeah.
I don't know what
He
fairy
needs like a
types are.
steel type for like dragons and fairies. That isn't Mega
Also,
Mawile.
And flying.
Mantine. Why?
And flying, yes. Although then he's also got a
Mantine,
ground
why?
weakness.
It's
Ah,
a
he's
huge
just
flying
so.
weakness.
It's just
I
such
think
an
I
odd
think
team.
he should drop Mantine and pick Milo to up.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives him a good
But then
ice
you also-
resist.
Also, he needs an electric type.
But then if you drop Mantine from Milotic, then you have an even bigger ground weakness.
He has no momentum either.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's literally got no momentum.
It's
Literally
I don't think there's
zero.
a single U-turn in this team or Volt Switch.
I didn't notice that before.
Just Venomoth.
Really?
No, that doesn't count.
Yeah, U-turn
Does it not
Venomoth?
get U-turn?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Which is like his offense is just like good on paper, but it just doesn't fit well at all together. It's just everything's gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fast enough, and it's not supported well enough.
Yeah, he has good priority, but yeah, he needs more speedy threats. And yeah, his removal isn't good either. He could really use a grass type too. He doesn't have a grass type. Like he needs a grass type for like ground and I don't know.
The ice weaknesses.
He's got like an edge quake. I don't know. He's just I don't know. He's got so many weaknesses.
Just a really,
It's just to
really,
fix the
really
entire.
bad
Like
team.
maybe a defensive fire type. I don't know.
Falkenhayn is still there, but that increases the ground weakness. It's
Ah.
a really weird team.
Yeah, you need to like pick apart this
Yeah.
team.
How
and
does
just,
this
like,
team have so
redo
many
it.
weaknesses?
Like
Very weird.
He can do simply from the fact he has Mega Mole.
He can
And,
threaten
like-
people with it. He has good offense, but it's not
Like
the
Ben could
best,
do
so.
well with Mega Mole.
I wanted to get Mega Mobile.
It's just not fast,
Yeah.
and it's not supported well.
Okay, I think I might lower my rating for this team.
Yeah, I lowered
I
it
think
to
I
a
might
6.5 because I didn't realize. I gave it a 6.5. I didn't realize there was no no like U-turn or volt switch.
I'm
Alright,
gonna lower it from a 5.5 to a 5.
I'm lowering it from a 6.5 to a 5.5.
Okay. Also, he doesn't have an electric type.
Yeah,
Like, he doesn't-
There's a lot wrong.
There's a lot wrong with this team.
Okay, I'm lowering it to a 6. Oh man.
We all lowered our scores.
I don't know. It's like
Yeah.
yeah, he doesn't really have any threats besides Mega Mawile. I guess he's got like
Well, he has threats.
Salamence?
It's just
Okay.
nothing will resist anything. He'll get counter swept so easily.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, now we get to another polarized team, Bronston's
We
team.
have the
All right.
team.
This is an 8-mon draft. Don't pay attention
Okay,
to his
okay.
his 3
Unmuted.
1-point mons. This is an 8-mon draft, and this is an excellent 8 mons.
Not count. I know you can't count. There was 11 Pokemon on that team.
No, there's 8 Pokemon on this team.
There are 8 Pokemon
There's
on this
8 Pokemon on this team.
And all of your brains combined. So I know how you
All right, that's a local mute.
Wait. First of all, I'm gonna make the point first. His only hazard is Garchomp.
Yes,
and
that
Rocks.
is his biggest problem.
And also, he Z'd the Chomp.
Yes, I agree. I think he should be Z Coco, and he should get another rocker.
No. Like when I told him to Z the Chomp, but I didn't realize Chomp was his only rocker at the point. And if he's gonna be forced to run rocks on Chomp, then that ruins the Z effectiveness.
You said spikes and taste spikes on your unmons, but you can't barely bring them.
Yeah.
How many times does Marini die when there's electric terrain up and somebody goes for a thunderbolt?
Well, he's not bringing Marini. This is an 8-mon draft. Just completely ignore his 3 1-mon Pokemon. This is an 8-mon draft, and look at his 8 mons. They're so good.
Okay. Good. But also, Ben, you drafted an 8-mon draft last season, and you got destroyed.
I don't think draft. I didn't get destroyed. First of all, and second of all, I don't think drafts actually have a lot to do with how well you do. So I think this is like a really threatening draft. Like he's got the electric train with Halucha. He's got like Serp. He's got Gothitelle, which is like he doesn't have any defense, but Gothitelle is really nice to remove defensive Pokemon so that he can sweep more easily. Like I think Gothitelle is really nice for this team.
Gothitelle's only helpful for I don't really know. What's it helpful for?
No, it's good for removing defense.
Yeah, some defensive mons, yeah.
Like
but
if there's
like fighting types, but nothing really struggles with fighting types as well.
Like I'm telling you, he just brings Gothitelle and he just removes like one defensive threat and he just immediately sweeps with like Gyarados or Serp or like Halucha.
Gyarados on paper is really good, but I think it's less effective in action.
I like Gyarados on this team.
Everyone knows what Victini's doing. Coco's just...
Yeah, but how are you going to prep for all these offensive threats?
Well, you can't prep for all these offensive threats, but you also have to bear in mind that he has no defense at all.
Yeah, but he has a Gothitelle, so I think it helps a lot. Like, I think the Gothitelle...
Tell me, though...
He has a Lickitung and a Marini and a Quilladin.
Tell me, though, Ben, if he plays that guy with the Salamence...
You're right, Lickitung is a switch in for Kyurem.
Gets a Dragon Dance up, why does he just lose?
Wait, say it again? I missed it, sorry.
He just loses to anything that Dragon dances.
Well, no, he's got Halucha that outspeeds with Unburden. Like, he's got that really high speed, which is really important for offensive teams, so that you don't get swept.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Also, Gyarados, I'm skeptical about it with Coco. It'll die quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, this team, I don't, love this team. This team still has problems. So he's got,
He has problems. 8 mons.
Okay, so yeah, he's got a little bit of an ice weakness. He should have protected the Garchomp a little bit better, I think.
He has one rocker.
Yeah, he has one rocker. That's the big
he
thing.
Has quite a large ground weakness.
Yeah, the electric terrain with Gyarados is a little bit weird. But I still think Gyarados is nice on his team. And I don't know. I don't really like. Okay, so now not ignoring the 3 Unmons. I think Quidlodin is a really weird fit. Like he could get a ice resist, that's 1 point, or a rocker, that's 1 point.
To be fair to the 3 Unmons, I actually don't think Lickytung's that bad.
No, Lickitung is actually a mon.
Lickytung's the least of the 3.
Lickiting's garbage.
And a Marini is a nice spring for a couple weeks.
He's already knockoff week, so how are you gonna get that?
I mean, but you gotta keep in mind that he's bringing his 3 Unmons maybe 3 times total, so he's not actually that knockoff week.
That's true.
I feel like he's gonna break through any team, but he's also could just easily just get broken through as well because he's got nothing.
I don't know.
He's not bringing all 3 of his Unmons.
Yeah, you're right. You're not bringing all 3.
There's in some matchups he'll just have no chance from team matchup because he's only got 8 possible ones he can bring.
But I think his 8 mons are pretty versatile too, and you just can't prep for his 8 mons. Originally I was hoping. What?
Yeah.
I was just gonna say originally Cowie was playing this team, and Cowie was really struggling prepping for this team, because he's got so many threats.
Yeah, but also when you were talking last season, your thing was this team loses to Mamoswine, this team loses to Mamoswine, this team loses to Mamoswine.
Yeah, okay, well, a lot of teams lose to Mamoswine.
But every team loses to Mamoswine.
And also, it's an offensive team, so it's not as big of a deal. Yeah, everything outspeeds Mamoswine.
It's really this team's just based.
I really like the offense plus Gothitelle. I think it fits really nicely.
I agree with what Josh said. The matchup dependent thing is definitely a thing for this team, but it's the entire season. It's not gonna be consistent, so it shouldn't be the best team.
I think eventually
can't be far the best team.
Okay. Yeah, we should move on. The rocks. Honestly, if he got another decent rocker, I would rate this team a lot higher. I gave it a 7.5 though, because of the rocks thing, and also.
Only 1 rock. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the defense is non-existent.
It's 1 rocker, and it's 1 rocker, and it's his Emon, which is the worst part about it.
Yeah, that's the worst thing. But yeah, 7.5.
You don't need rocks? Is that what you said? Hello?
I gave it a 6. I gave it a 6.
I gave it a 7.
I think it's a lot better than a 6. I think this team is so
I'll up it to
threatening.
a 6.5.
Alright. This team is, like, good.
I'll give it a 10.
You guys are gonna see. I think he's gonna do
Thanks,
really
man.
well with this team.
Yeah, well, I think he will, but I also don't like the team.
Alright, that's fair.
Yeah.
Who's
Next team.
Sorry, I'm tapped out.
Ooh,
It's
weird.
Pie's team. He's got Mega Manetric, so it's basically the best team.
Okay, so he has a top 10 Mega first off.
Hello.
Yes. Top 10 Mega.
He's got a
Good start.
top 10 Mega, top 10 Mega.
Top
And
11
he's also
Mega,
got
actually.
amazing hazards. Oh wait, he doesn't.
Yeah, his rockers are not good. He needs better rockers. Like what are his
You don't
rockers?
want Lando T to bring rocks.
Yeah,
all
you
the
don't
time.
want to run Lando T with rocks every weekend, and Como is an unrocker. Yeah. And then I have the same kind of so another team with Greninja and then Gengar, and then also Mega Manetric somewhat similar to. They're just like fast special attackers that are like good to outspeed things and like revenge kill and whatever, but they all do a similar role in my opinion. At least most weeks they'll do similar roles.
Also, he doesn't really have a physical wall.
Yeah,
Nope, it
definitely.
doesn't, yeah.
Well, I mean, Volcanion has high physical defense, but it's not really a physical wall. I don't like Volcanion on this team as well. It's weird.
Yeah, no, I
Like-
definitely agree with the physical wall thing.
He just has a load of special offense, and then Komodo and Lando T.
But Lando T's is only rocker, kind of.
Yeah, and Lando T's is only rocker as well. It's kind of weird.
Durant's a little weird too.
Camaro's a rocker.
Komodo's a rocker, but Komodo's
He's an unrocker
a
though.
rocker. Well, it's not an unrocker. Komodo has a good rock set, but it's also you don't want to run rocks.
I mean, yeah,
on it.
I mean, it's a set, but maybe what you're gonna bring it 2 times? Or what?
Ground and ice for his team is like perfect offensive coverage. Like nothing switching. Like again, he's got an ice weakness. I don't know why so many of these minor teams have ice weaknesses. It's not normally like this. And an ice weakness and a little bit of flying weak too. Because his steel is on.
York's team is looking more appealing because he has the Weavile.
I know,
Okay,
dude.
So I don't know if he did this, but what I did last season was I just picked Volcanion because I had a massive ice weakness, and it's really not that good. Like it's so slow. It's so slow.
I like Volcanion more on balance teams.
Yeah. It's a
That
good
have
wall
no skull
breaker.
switching and like have Mega Scizor and stuff like that. It's really good with that. But it's just weird here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, he's also got the flying weakness. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, flying weakness.
But he has a top 10 Mega, bro.
Yeah, he's got a good Mega switching. He does actually. But still has got a flying weakness. And yeah, like I said, his rockers could be better. But like overall, he's got like a lot of threats. Like I think his threats are good.
I think you've made the point, you three.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess we can move on.
Yeah, and I don't know about his steel. I don't know.
Yeah.
Durant's kind of like sometimes in some matches Durant's really good.
Yeah,
but then again he also has to land.
Yeah. He's got really good speed too.
And you can it's a bit like a Cartana with
It's not consistent.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing for me is like the Greninja Gengar Manetric pairing. This is very questionable for me.
Volcanion.
Yeah, even like I don't know. It's just kind of the same prep I feel like for most of those mons. But he does have threats. So I give it a 7.5.
I gave a 6.5.
I'll lower my score to 7.
Okay.
Only 2 teams left. And
So
this is
Kamala's
the team. You
team. I
debated my
like
opinion on.
Kamala's team. Yeah. So I think this team's really nice. Like okay, he's got some problems, but the offense is so like the offense with Mega Lopunny and then T-Tar is such a good pairing and an Excadrill. Oh, it's so good.
Do you want me to go because you disagreed with me heavily here?
Go ahead.
Because so Megalop Sand is amazing, and also Megalop Rachi Togekiss is amazing. But I don't like Megalop Rachi Togekiss and Megalop Sand together because because it just really breeds this ridiculous bolt beam weakness, not bolt beam, edge quake weakness on his team.
Huge X
And
weakness.
also the sand plus the Vaporeon. Like, the Vaporeon's going to have so much pressure on it, and then it's going to get chipped down by the sand. And
his
also
Meganium is his resist.
Meganium is
Yeah, I don't like
the
Meganium
worst
for sure.
Meganium is the worst starter.
He needs a
It's
better
so
he needs a
unbelievable.
better ground resist. Like I can see the Edgequake, but even just ground in general, he's really weak to ground. So I think he definitely needs to replace this Meganium with a better ground switch in.
Doesn't really have any special offense.
And like Tangela,
that's,
he should get Tangela. Oh, that'd be so good.
Tangela is one of the best ground
It
resists
is.
in the game, Ben said.
And also he needs a physical wall too, and Tangela helps with that because he doesn't. I mean, his physical wall is Terminator, I guess, which isn't the best.
Yeah, it's not the best at all.
Also, strong fighting's run him as well.
Strong fightings. Yeah. Fighting's on the physical side. Yeah, he just needs a physical wall. He's also doesn't have many special attack. Oh, I guess he's got Jolteon, but
his special offense is Jolteon.
Yeah, that's it.
Terrible. Jolteon and Togekiss.
Maybe Jirachi some weeks.
And he
I
has
don't really think he needs a sticky web on this team.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I don't think he needs it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Masquerain doesn't
kind
need
of
to be
something
there.
that's just there.
The last two Mons are just very questionable. Yeah. And also he doesn't have a poison type. So yeah, he's a little bit T-Psych weak too. Although he does have more immunities. So like it's not a big issue.
He has 2 immunities, but
no, he's got 3.
Where's the third one?
Excadrill, Jirachi, Togekiss.
Toge isn't immunity, they just didn't get hit by it.
Well,
and,
whatever.
But
and also 2 of those are like defoggers or spinners too.
Yeah,
so.
But if T-Spikes get up and the T-Tar and the Vaporeon have to switch in, then he's in trouble because then his defense just gets whistled.
And Dredagon, it'll get whittled down too.
Yeah, that one as well.
Yeah, I think he might be bringing like Rocky Helmet Refskin Dredagon a lot of weeks. Because he needs a physical wall.
But obviously the offensive pairing is really scary.
Yeah, I just think the offense is so nice, and even like just the core in the beginning, with the pursuit trap with Mega Lopunny. I just think
he has 3 points to spin.
Oh yeah, he's 3 points. Yeah, he needs to upgrade Meganium and Masquerain. If he did that, this team would be a lot better.
It might go up like a 0.5, but I think the problems are still there.
Well, no, I'm just not. If he didn't have either, so I like Megalock. As I said, I like Megalock, Rachi, Kiss, and I like Megalock, Teethar, Drill, but I don't like all 5 of them together. If he'd have just had 3,
I don't see that. I think they're fine.
No,
I mean, Jirachi doesn't get hit by sand.
It makes a lot of holes in his team if it has all of them together.
I think he could patch it up with like some of his lower mons. I don't know if Pyro needs to be there.
I think he needs to patch it up in the draft immediately, but he hasn't, and I think he'll struggle to patch it up now.
I think if he messed around with Meganium, Masquerain, and then maybe Pyro a little bit, I think his team could
At
be
least
very
it's
sound.
not like the biggest patch-up fest like
Hat's team. Yeah.
Hat's team is just like you need the fucking
He's weak to half the types in the format. Yeah, I don't know. I like this team. It's so the first 4 plus Excadrill is so good. Also he does have a speed gap between 130 and 106, but then again, like he's got the Sandrill too. Yeah. So like I don't think it's a big deal. Yeah. I like this team though. I gave it an 8.5. This is my number 2 team.
Omega?
I gave it a 7.5.
I gave it a 6.
Yeah, I can't see that. This team is much better than a 6.
All 3 different on it, pretty much.
I would maximum upgrade it to a 6.5 because I think there's too many holes for me.
I might lower to.
I mean, there's holes, but like it's so sound. Like he's starting with so many good. Well, it's not okay. I shouldn't say it's so sound, but I just think like the offense and like the first 4 of his core are just really, really nice together. Even Vaporeon you can include. Like the top 6 are really good. I love the top 6.
I disagree.
All right.
I'd maximum say it's a 6.5.
I think I'm gonna lower it to 7.
Okay. Here, I'll adjust that. Omega 7.
The final draft.
Josh. 1 sec. Sorry. Final draft is David. Oh man, David's team.
Undraft.
I don't think it's quite as bad as it seems.
This is the worst draft I've got.
No, this isn't the worst draft.
I don't think it's the worst.
Silvally and Thunderous T.
He has no defoggers barely. Like Silvally is really the only viable one.
Thunderous T.
Yeah,
and
he has like these great hazard options, and then he only has defog. I don't understand why people do this. Get a spinner if you're stacking hazards. Get a spinner.
He has the most hazards in the entire draft. Maybe it's just he wants to keep it up forever and then never use defog.
Yeah, I think he's just literally never gonna use.
Probably what he's
and to be
do.
fair, he doesn't have many rocks weaknesses, so I think he's literally just gonna keep up whatever hazards get set against him. But still, just get a rapid spinner, dude. It's not that hard.
Yeah,
Roselia is useless on this team.
It's just so random as well.
Roselia,
Yeah.
he already has spikes and he already has.
Yeah, I don't know why Roselia is here. I agree.
What's Roselia doing on the team?
It's just the round 1 Keldeo as well. Just
yeah, that's so weird.
And then his ground counter is literally Celebi, and that's it.
Which is ×4 weak to bug.
Yeah. Rando T.
And then his speed isn't great either. I don't really necessarily count as Cellcore because I don't think it's great offensively.
His speed jump is 108 to 145.
And then he's got 2 108s, and then what? And then Thundy T.
101?
Yeah, so like his speed is very, very questionable, I think.
Let's don't get Mega T-Tar on this team, really.
And he's got a speed gap between 76 and 95 as well.
Mega T-Tar is just so weird on this team.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what he drafted him.
Really weird.
Yeah, I don't understand Mega T-Tar. He should drop like Roselia for like maybe a Sand Sweeper. Roselia makes 0 sense on this team.
He has no synergy with it.
So he's I guess T-Tar maybe makes sense because he is a little bit psychic weak. Before T-Tar. So he definitely needed a good dark type.
It's just gonna get worn down, even though it's like bulky. It's just gonna get worn down.
Yeah. And then he's also ground and flying weak. Ground. Josh already said the ground weakness, but also flying weakness. For sure.
Yeah, there's a few things on this team that just, like I like a few things. Like I like Nidoqueen pick. I like obviously like Snorlax is good. But then just like and I like the Celebi. The Celebi's gonna have to plug a lot of gaps though. But Silvali's terrible. Silvali's so overrated. And the lack of reliable coverage on that mon.
Silvali's so over, and he's literally gonna have to bring Silvally every single week because his only defogger. Thundy T is not a defogger.
Yeah, I feel like he's just hoping his opponents don't bring Hazard Stack.
I know.
Yeah, he's gonna out hazard them.
The thing though is he has the reliable toxic spike setter absorber in Nidoqueen.
Yeah.
But if he just gets spike stacked, his entire team
spikes
suffers.
hurt him so much.
Oh man,
Spikes hurt him so much. Luckily though he does have good he's not weak to rocks at all.
Like if the field was him setting up hazards and then his opponent setting up hazards and there's like a bunch of spikes on both sides of the team, he'll lose still because he doesn't have reliable recovery in any of his mons.
Celebi.
So maybe Celebi.
Yeah,
but like
Celebi's
so pressured
with
already.
pass from Aromatisse, but like yeah.
But like even then, even if there's lots of hazards on both sides of the field, he'll still lose the war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why he needs Rockspin instead of Roselia, probably.
Yeah, what else do I have here? Slight fire weakness as well. And then I think we already talked about it, but he doesn't really have a physical wall at all.
Yeah, Lax deals with the fire weakness a bit though.
Yeah,
I mean,
still there.
If he plays an Infinite, he just loses.
GG.
GG. I mean, obviously he could run the fire, like one of the fire is Silvally, but Silvally is just, as pointed out before, not very good. And then he doesn't have a dragon type as well.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah. I just don't think there's a lot of threats on this
He's
team in
also-
general.
He's also weak to flying.
Yeah, I said
Ben's
that.
said that.
Oh, he did? Okay. Yeah.
I think actually T-Tar helps him a lot. Like T-Tar gives him a little bit of a physical wall. It gives him a dark type, which he desperately needed. It gives him
Yeah, I think he desperately needed the
a
dark
flying
type, yeah.
switch in. So I think he actually the T-Tar makes a lot of sense. It's just not like the best mega.
Yeah.
Well, I think if you draft Mega T-Tar, he wants some synergy.
I think
Yeah.
if he'd have started off with like a really good mon.
Like, cause Keldeo
Well,
Sand
Quran-
is actually kind of threatening. You know, if he
Keldeo
had
Sand
Excadrill.
is like, yeah, if you've got Excadrill, but I don't know if he's memeing. I assume he is, but it's just.
No, I don't think
really
he's
weird.
memeing. I think this team.
It could have been good if he did.
I know he's a good player, so I expect him to do pretty well. But
I don't know. This
it's
team
it's just weird.
Anyway, I gave this team a 5.5.
I gave it a 4.
I'm gonna lower it to a 5.5.
What? You had it at 7. You can't lower it that much.
No,
You had it at 7.
You had it at
No,
7.
no.
No, defend yourself. Why is
No,
it
no,
at
no,
7?
no.
Stand by
I'm
your
low-
opinion.
I'm lowering
Stand by
it.
your unopinion.
No. I'm lowering it. I've lowered a lot of, or I've changed a lot of scores.
You haven't changed it by like 1.5 points. That's a big
Stand by
change.
your
That's a
opinion.
big change, Omega. All right.
What do you mean? I've done it this season. I mean, you guys make some good points. That's why I'm changing it.
No, we made correct points.
All right. I guess that's it. I would read the
Better-
averages,
more
but
eyes
the
on
averages are going to
more
be
eyes
totally
on
different
a
now.
team is better than just one eye on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. That's all the drafts. Thanks for listening, guys. We will be back, I guess, for season 13.